Wow. Well, thank you all for being here. Des, love you, man. Uh, Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming out. How was that? What was going on there with my friend Michael, opening us up? Let's give him another hand. That was I've never seen. Yeah, that was awesome. I'll just leave it at that. Not what I expect at a brewery, I think, for a Friday night. But thank you guys for coming out. Thanks to Josh for setting this up, and yeah, thanks to Jeremy. So Jeremy's talking about AI and LLMs. I guess the first thing we should talk about is Legendary Life Media, the other LLM, because in a sense, we're talking about connection, bringing people together. This whole concept came about through a whole bunch of different things that occurred, right? So bringing together 20 years of experience that I have in personal development. So I have a very interesting background. I could say I'm probably a very interesting person, getting into all the crazy and wild experiences in life. But I'll just give you guys a really brief overview. So I have 20 years in personal development. I started as a real estate investor at the age of 22 years old. I bought my first house for $75,000 in Queen Creek, Arizona. Anybody know East Valley? Anyone? So anyways, all I know is that I kind of started this journey of wanting to learn about real estate, become an investor. And so over the years, I've gotten a lot deeper into it. I was always interested in what's it going to take to become a millionaire. I was always fascinated by becoming wealthy, right? So, but the thing that I didn't think about was how much work it actually takes to become successful. And so one of the concepts that really brings Legendary together is this idea is that success is really something you can only truly define by some combination of health, lifestyle, and money, right? So money is only one part of the equation. And so I've been an adept in personal growth and self-development. I've been to all sorts of networking events. Since we're talking about this as a networking event, it's kind of some interesting mix between a networking event, a Joe Dispenza retreat, and a and a seminar, I guess. So, but really, being a self-made millionaire is really basically a misnomer because there's, nothing occurs without a team. Your team and the people around you and the people who are working towards your goals with you or for you or supporting you in that journey is one of the most important things in your life. It's one of the most important things to your success. And so the idea behind the events that we've been putting together with Legendary, the media company, the media aspect of Legendary, was really a way for us to exemplify how to I'll take a quick step back, right? What do we see happening right now? No matter what business you're in, you have to basically become a content creator. So how does a realtor or a developer or a designer or somebody who is I don't know, or a brewery, right? Like, how do you attract more customers and how do you really develop your marketing without spending a crazy amount of money? Because the one thing that's going to sink a company faster than anything is over investing in marketing and not understanding the ROI. But so all of this has really brought me to one kind of core idea, which is that what are we really all seeking, right? As an individual, as human beings, what we're really seeking is basically we're seeking that which moves us towards pleasure and away from pain, right? So if you can understand the psychology of a human being and what it actually takes to experience life on a higher level, you can start to understand yourself, right? So when you start to learn and understand different aspects of yourself, you can start to transcend your own limitations. And the more that you understand your own limitations, the more that you start to transcend them, you can understand that success in life is you can follow the patterns of success around you, right? So the title that I put here is Success Leaves Clues. Many people, you know, thanks for that. I love the environment. Thanks for all that. You know, you can look, the problem with social media, the problem with what we're seeing right now, right, is that the temptation is to compare yourself to other people. The temptation is to have some sort of comparative audit of yourself versus everyone else and everything else that you see in the world, right? So I guess my point here is that you can study successful people in whatever area of success that you're really looking for, and at the same time you should know your own limitations, because they are not you. So what makes you unique at the end of the day is your level of understanding of your own psychology in that sense. So